In the wild, genre-defying world of 90s alternative music, soul coughing stood out as something truly alien. Beat poetry over breakbeats, upright bass lines that slinked like jazz cats, and lyrics that sounded like transmissions from a fever dream. But at the center of that swirling downtown NYC soundscape was a rhythmic mastermind, Yubal Gabay. The man behind the drums didn't just keep time, he bent it. Born in Tel Aviv, Israel, Gabay started his drumming journey in a place where rhythm was as much about cultural heartbeat as musical expression. His early training spanned rock, funk, jazz, and traditional Middle Eastern rhythms, giving him a polyrhythmic edge most drummers only dream about. By the time he landed in New York, he wasn't just another guy with sticks. He was a rhythmic adventurer ready to push boundaries. In the early 90s, Gabay linked up with Mike Doughty, Sebastian Steinberg, and Mark DeGliantoni to form Soul Coughing, a band that didn't fit in any category because they ignored categories altogether. Their sound was a strange brew: hip-hop loops, upright bass thumps, ambient keys, and vocals that zigzagged between spoken word and raspy melody. Gabay's drumming was the glue and the launch pad. He fused live drumming with a sample aesthetic, creating grooves that felt both organic and mechanized, like a jazz kit fed through an MPC. Soul Coughing's debut album, Ruby Vroom, dropped in 1994 and made heads spin. Tracks like Ah Super Bon Bon, Is Chicago Is Not Chicago, and Screenwriter's Blues weren't just catchy. They were bizarre, beautiful, and anchored by Gabay's intricate grooves. His playing on Soft Serve is a masterclass in restraint and funk, while Lazy Bones pulses with an otherworldly bounce. You could loop one bar of Yubal's playing and build an entire universe from it. What made Gabay unique wasn't just his technical skill, it was his intent. He didn't just play drums, he sampled himself in real time. He would often mimic the robotic feel of drum machines while keeping the nuance of live touch. He understood space and syncopation like a veteran producer, making his beats not just rhythm, but architecture. In a band where chaos was a design principle, Gabay provided both structure and spark. While Soul Coughing only released 3 albums, Ruby Vroom, Irresistible Bliss, and El Oso, the impact they left was seismic in alt music circles. Gabay's drumming evolved with each record. On Irresistible Bliss, he brought tighter, punchier grooves, while El Oso veered into more electronic and loop-driven territory. Yet Gabay never sounded artificial. Even when mimicking machines, his human flair bled through. After Soul Coughing disbanded in 2000, amid creative and personal tensions, Gabay quietly stepped out of the spotlight. Unlike frontman Mike Doughty, who continued as a solo artist, Gabay kept a lower profile, but his influence remained. For drummers who came up in the early 2000s, Gabay was a secret weapon, proof that you could be funky without being flashy, technical without being overbearing, and weird without losing the groove. Though not as widely celebrated as other drummers of the era, Gabay remains a cult hero. His work with Soul Coughing continues to inspire musicians exploring the edges of genre. In an age where sample-based music and live instrumentation are constantly blending, Yubal Gabay's approach now feels prophetic. In truth, his legacy is in every beat that dares to be both human and machine, in every groove that makes you nod your head and tilt it in curiosity. Gabay wasn't just a drummer. He was a rhythm scientist, a beat alchemist, and a sonic rebel. Soul Coughing may be gone, but the echo of Yubal Gabay's drums still ripples through every track that refuses to fit in a box.